Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, hello there, my name is Tando, aka Medicalbeautyblog. Today's video we'll be talking about the admission requirements and application procedure. How do you get to study in Russia? How do you get to apply, and what are the application requirements? Like I touched on in my previous video where I spoke about how I got to study in Russia, you have to apply through a RACUS agency. That's the one that I use, and that's the one I have more information about. I do not know about any other agency. I can only reference or speak about the one that I know, hence I'm speaking about RACUS. So RACUS is the agency that is that recruits students from different parts of the world to study in Russia. So they get you through the application process. They help you apply, they help you get admission, they help you with visa, and they help you with the traveling documents and all of that stuff. They help you do that, and you have to have completed your high school. So you have to pass your matric. One of the major requirements is that you have to pass with bachelor's. So for other countries outside of SA, I'm not sure what the requirements are, but you can contact RACUS and they'll tell you more. I can only speak for South Africa because that is where I come from, and that's the higher educational system that I know. With bachelor's, you have to have certain requirements for different fields of study. So for instance, for medicine, you have to pass your maths, your physics, your life sciences with minimum level 5, and then for other degrees, for other fields, I believe it is different. So I'll just go through all of that now with you guys in the video. It's an easy process and it doesn't take long. For me, it took within a week to get a response from the university that I would apply to get my admission letter. So what you do is, for admission requirements for all health sciences and engineering applicants, you must have passed with maths level 5 minimum, sciences level 5, and English level 5 minimum. So from level 5 to upwards, that's what they want. Other faculties, you are required to pass maths or maths literacy with level 5, and English with also level 5. But make sure that you have passed with a bachelor's. They do not admit students with diploma or higher certificate. They only take bachelor's. Then once your grades or your grade 12 results are like that, then now you move on to the application process. There's literally just 2 steps of the application process. However, each step has several things or requirements that you have to meet. Step 1 is that you fill in the application form. You must fill it in and sign it. Step 2, you must provide certified documents for your passport, your work permit if you're a non-South African student or non-South African citizen, certified copy of your higher secondary school education or your matric results, and then your matric statement or your matric certificate. The last step, which is step 2, is your medical. You have to do medicals. Now in terms of medicals, you do medicals because they need to ascertain your health status. Are you fit? Are you healthy? Do you have chronic illnesses? Are you HIV positive? Do you have tuberculosis? All those things, they need to identify those things before you can get admission. So therefore, one of the application procedures is for you to get medically certified. So they will send you to a doctor, or they will require you to go to your own private doctor if you have one, to get you a medical certificate saying that you are in fit and good health condition to study outside of the country, and also you are HIV negative and you do not have any chronic respiratory illnesses or any respiratory diseases. So that's what the medical test or medical examinations is about. And then for medical students from the school that I study in, I do not know about other schools, but in Astrakhan State Medical University, we do medical checkups every year in Russia. So they literally check you for everything. They check your stool sample, they check your urinary sample, they make sure that you are fit to be here, because they don't want people coming with their own diseases and bringing it into the country. For instance, if they find that or suspect that you have TB, then they literally flew you out of the country almost immediately. And if you're HIV positive, you're also being flown out of the country, you get expelled for that. TB, they send you home for you to get treatment, and then you come back after your treatment. That's that on that. There are different fields of study, there are different programs, because Russia has a lot of universities, I believe above 650 universities for different fields. So they have your general medicine, they have your medical programs, they have economic programs or business management programs, they have engineering and technical studies programs. So for medicine, for the medical programs, what they have is general medicine, which is 6 years, and then the sports medicine, which is also 6 years. Now general medicine comes in 3 different languages, because in Russia they teach in 3 different languages. They teach in Russian, they teach in English, and they teach in French. So for general medicine, there's the Russian, English, and French medium, and I believe it's the same with sports medicine. And then there's pediatrics. Here in Russia, pediatrics is a degree on its own. It's not like a subspecialty or a specialty for general medicine. You can do it as a specialty for general medicine, but it is a degree on its own, and it is for 6 years also. And then there is dentistry, which is in Russian or English medium, which is 5 years. And then there's pharmacy, which is in Russian or French medium, which is also 5 years, and clinical psychology, which is 5 years also. And then there's also postgraduate programs, 1 year of internship. There is clinical residency, which is 2 to 5 years, depending on your doctor or depending on the program. So depending on your supervisor, I mean, and depending on the duration of your program. And then also it's in Russian and English. And then also there's PhD program, which is 3 years. The economics program that has management, business management, analysis and auditing, economics, banking management, all those business management studies, that is under economics. That one is a bachelor's degree that takes 4 years, and also a master's degree that takes 2 years, and then PhD is 3 years. Yes, so all non-medical fields take about 4 to 3 years to finish, depending on which qualification you're coming for. And then for engineering, they offer architecture, they offer civil and industrial engineering, they offer oil mining engineering, they offer aviation, they have aviation schools, they have piloting schools, they have computer technologies or computer sciences, they have electrical engineering, they have agricultural engineering and all the fields under agriculture, they have veterinary medicine, they have biotechnology and food technology, and all of that take the same duration as economics program. So bachelor's is 4 years, master's is 2, PhD is 3. And for humanities and classic specialties, this includes your mathematics, your international relations, your journalism, your performing arts, your geography, your ecology, your physical education and sports. All of those things, they take the same duration also. Bachelor's 4 years, master's 2, PhD 3 years. In terms of finances, how do you finance yourself? You can finance yourself personally, as in you'll be a private student that pays their own fees, and then however there are also scholarship or bursaries that you can apply for. However, the problem with bursaries and scholarship is that the competition is high and the demand is also very high. So you can go to offices like ESCOM, you can go to offices like your provincial bursary section in the premier's offices. You can also go to your provincial department of education, you can go to the Department of Higher Education. They do advertise and offer scholarships for students who want to study outside the country, and they will will give you more information on how you can get to study, or you get to qualify to have the scholarship or bursary. That's literally it, and more information can be found. I'll include it in the description box about the RACUS agency and where they are located and what they require, and they'll give you more information, and you will have a vast number of universities to choose from. That is the one main advantage of studying in Russia, is that it has a lot of universities and it covers a broad spectrum of qualifications or programs. There's even shipping here, where you do shipping, I think it's shipping engineering or shipbuilding, something like that, about people who build ships. That is all that I can mention in this video. If you guys have further more questions that you need to ask, please leave them in the comments down below and tell me what more you want to hear or what more you want to know, and I will make a video of it, or I'll just answer in the comment section below. And what else? What am I leaving behind? And the universities are registered, they're recognized worldwide. We have students that have graduated here who are writing their step exams in the US. Some of them are already working in the individual countries, and some of them also writing their board exams in their countries. And they include every student from every part of the world. You have students from Egypt, you have students from Morocco, you have students from Tunisia, you have students from almost everywhere in the world. So if you are interested, if you want to study here for any field, then you can just go to the description box and you'll find all the information you need to come and study and join us here in Russia. And like I always say, with love from me to you, may the good Lord ever stay blessing you.